we've had a number of transactions where the searcher and the fund get kind of towards the finish line of the deal without having communications about some of these risk appetites and tolerances for certain specific issues. And it's resulted in having to go back to the potential seller and renegotiate things because the funds have said, this just isn't what we're comfortable with, and this needs to be revisited. A big part of that is typically searchers are doing their first M&A transaction. So they're definitely wanting to get a deal done. Oftentimes the searchers initially are more willing to overlook things in diligence items, to overlook things in the process because they're on a much better informal relationship with the potential target, that they feel like any potential issues they can just kind of smooth over. Whereas most funds don't particularly like that strategy. They're typically a little more risk averse in how they're approaching the transactions. And what they're looking for is protection in the deal docs. Good documentation makes for good relationships. And that's really why the attorneys are important in the process, is because we're there to protect through the documents, but also facilitate the transaction and help work through problems on a individual and face-to-face basis, with the backdrop being the purchase agreement as kind of being the last resort and the last line of defense.